Look, I'm just gonna leave Raw alone. I'm just gonna leave the state of wrestling alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I don't like the direction of the WWE, and how they're building their stars or the lack thereof. AEW is just a fucking cesspool for blood and guts, and that's not fun to watch at all. Seeing people stab each other in the head, guys kissing guys, girls kissing girls. At least it seems that way every damn show with AEW. But I just don't like the state of wrestling in its entirety. But I'm a wrestling fan, and I'm gonna keep whining, I'm gonna keep bitching, I'm gonna keep complaining. Why? Because it's wrestling at the end of the day. But just to give my take, a quick take, won't be long. I just want to get my take on Jevon Evans, Dominik Mysterio, and Gunther. Now, we all know what the hell's going on with Triple H and Gunther. Triple H clearly has a hard on for him, and he wants the whole world to know that he got a hard on for Gunther. And look, I'm not here to state whether or not Gunther deserves it. I'm just here to say that he's not necessarily my favorite wrestler. I think he's a boring sack of absolute bag dog poo. Okay, I think he's that boring. But when you put him in the ring with a guy like Jevon Evans and Dominik Mysterio, I was more impressed with Dominik Mysterio and Jevon Evans. Man, I'm telling you right now, like, I don't know why, but that damn Dominik Mysterio, he's just not getting the push that I personally think he deserves. Like, dude can sell his fucking ass off. Like, he can sell any move and be in any type of wrestling match with anybody. He's that fucking good. And when you have a guy like Jevon Evans, who I'm quite honestly afraid of him and turning into, I'm afraid of him turning into damn Kofi Kingston. I'm talking about the early Kofi Kingston before he got with the New Day. I think he's corny as fuck. I think he's weird as hell. The young OG, like I said, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that shit at all. I don't understand what a young OG is. And look, maybe it's not for me to understand. But that, like Kevin Nash, when he stated that he kind of he need a character. I don't know. He need a character development. I don't know what Shawn Michaels and Triple H is doing with Jevon Evans and that whole the whole face gimmick. And like I said, I compare it to a more cringier, and I can't even believe I'm saying this shit, but I see it as a more cringier version of Bayley. And I love Bayley in NXT. I think everybody loves Bayley in NXT, but that damn Jevon Evans, oh my God, it's so fucking cringe to hear him talk. And maybe that's something that, he probably never get, because the dude in ring skills is just fucking, top notch. Like I said, he's one of the best sellers in wrestling right now. And that's, I think that's obvious. The dude put on a fucking show when he's in the ring. But, you got Jevon Evans, you got Dominik Mysterio. And like I said, Dominik Mysterio is the motherfucking dude. Okay. I think he deserves a massive push. I know he's been dealing with some injuries, and I think most of the roster has been dealing with a lot of injuries, including our very own Bianca Belair, who's having finger surgery. But like I said, man, I like the match with Jevon Evans and Dominik Mysterio, and maybe that'll turn into something going into the future. I like it, but he got to do something with that goddamn young OG and that. I don't. What the hell was the word he used, Kevin Nash? But Mr. Bojangles type. And good God Almighty, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more with Kevin Nash. But like I said, man, I think he's 23. Jevon Evans is 23 years old, and he's in the Elimination Chamber. And I think someone like him in a match like that, I don't know if I like it coming from Triple H, but I like him in the match. Okay, Triple H has been on a complete shit show with him booking people certain ways, and this overload of heels constantly, and I'm talking about constantly winning. And I don't know who it was. It may have been RVD, but I don't recall. It may have been I don't know what, but I recall someone saying that I think it was the Miz. I think it was the Miz that said it. It's like faces shouldn't be losing this damn much, and it's a fucking problem. Triple H, it's a fucking problem when you got a guy like the Miz. You know, we around the same age, the Miz and I, and you see him saying that faces shouldn't be losing this much, and it's like it's sad and it's disheartening because you would think that guy like Triple H will have common sense, but he doesn't have the fucking common sense. Doesn't have any fucking common sense. I mean, he's gonna have everybody in the universe retire by the hands of Gunther, and I mean everybody. Everybody in the fucking universe to retire by the hands of Gunther. And you could do so many things. Now I'm hearing with Rey Mysterio. I'm like I said, maybe that's a little bit, you know, maybe that's just something that somebody threw out there. But I saw something on Twitter where they was talking about Rey Mysterio retiring and Rey Mysterio retiring by the hands of Gunther. I'm like, fuck no. If anybody should retire Rey Mysterio, it gotta be his baby boy. Like, what the fuck is, like, what is wrong with people? And like I said, I understand the character development of Gunther, but like, we're seeing time and time again after every fucking match, almost every fucking match with Gunther and every appearance, fans are just not necessarily, they're not necessarily feeling this whole Gunther over exploitation of our legends. Yeah. Gunther, I would rather, and I'm just going to be honest, this is where I feel like Triple H is missing. There's no way he should not be. A guy like Obafemi should not be tiring guys like AJ. There's a lot of guys in the WWE right now that should be getting that privilege and the honor to retire those guys, but we're constantly seeing Gunther in every retirement type of match. And I'm just not, and like I said, I'm not blaming this solely on, I'm not blaming this on Gunther. It's just the booking. And we know, for the most part, the guys behind the scenes, they're behind booking. And Triple H, at the end of the day, bro, you talk about you the creative leader, the creative CEO, well, you need to go back to the creative classes because this shit ain't working. This shit ain't working, and it's hurting the WWE. I can tell you one thing that I am enjoying is that the women side of shit, they fucking killing it. The EO Skies, the Rhea Ripleys. You got Jade. I love the Jade and Jordynne Grace. I'm loving the Jade and Jordynne Grace feud. They have excellent chemistry together now. You got to give a lot to Jade. You got to give a lot to Jordynne, but it's just one of those things where if I can see it watching them, I'm sure and I'm positive that Triple H and the people behind the scenes can see it. Those girls need to have a little bit more time together. I'm not feeling this Tiffany Stratton, but I feel like they're going to put the title back on Tiffany Stratton. But hell, that's just my take. Like I said, it's a quick take, more wrestling take for your boy, Mad Mike. I am out of here. Hit that subscribe button if you want more from Mad Mike Sports.